You're very familiar with the court system, and we're aware that you have several matters pending before the courts. So it's a two-part question. How many cases do you currently have before the courts? And given that you have several cases at the moment, how confident are you that this case will be brought before the courts within a reasonable time?
I have 13 cases in the courts right now.
Leader of the opposition, Alain Chastanet, held a press conference to discuss his ongoing legal matters and shed light on new cases he plans to bring before the judiciary.
I have filed today, as I said to you, in the Eastern Caribbean Supreme Court, an application for a judicial review. That application focuses on three particular aspects. One is on the contract for Galaxy as a hotel. As I indicated to you, there was a contract in existence of 2018. That contract was amended in 2022. The contract that was amended increased the allocation of citizenships from 210 million US dollars to 1 billion US dollars.
Chastanet claims that his legal matter is driven by both local and international concerns regarding what he alleges is misconduct within St. Lucia's Citizenship by Investment Program, CIP. He specifically cited the U.S.-based lawsuit filed by Philippe Martinez of MSR as the catalyst for his renewed push for accountability. Martinez had previously lodged legal action against CIP officials in both St. Lucia and St. Kitts and Nevis. However, he later withdrew the case, citing the prohibitive costs and the time-consuming nature of the proceedings. Now Chastanet intends to take up where Martinez left off, launching his own legal claim against St. Lucia's CIP officials and Galaxy Real Estate.
Also designated Galaxy as the only hotel project up until 2024 for 2 years. Gave them exclusivity. And the designated Galaxy as a promoter for the project and not just a developer. And as such, Galaxy would be paid a commission, the equivalent of the administrative fee that the government is supposed to collect. So here it is, we've gone from $210 million to $1 billion US dollars. And there was no changes to the size of the project. That they were given an exclusivity and they were made a promoter and they were collecting all of the administrative fees that the government would have normally collected. So it means that the government of St. Lucia and the people of St. Lucia would be receiving nothing, no money from this project, not $1. So the question we're asking, is that reasonable? Or is that, in fact, malfeasance?
The quest for answers amid opposition UWP allegations of malfeasance, he alleges, has been exacerbated by the delayed filing of the annual report on the CIP figures.
1 year late. And as we speak today, the report for 23-24 was supposed to be laid in the House since October of 24, and here we are at the end of February in 2025, and we've not seen that report. That's important because a lot of the information and the questions we've been asking would have been provided in the report. Now, in the previous report that they sent, it is only in the last quarter of the year, meaning from January of 2023 to March of 2024, that we saw a huge upsurge in applications, but the report provided absolutely no explanations as to what that is.
This is not the only legal claim being pursued by Chastanet, who has remained steadfast in his efforts in the contentious dispute over the Land Rover issue with the Comptroller of Customs.
We had a case, a judicial review case on the Comptroller of Customs, on his decision to withdraw a case against Ernest Hilaire. And we lost the case in the Supreme Court. We lost the case in the appeals court, and we've now been given permission. In fact, yesterday we filed our appeal to the CCJ. So I certainly will continue to have respect for our democracy and our Constitution, which set it up, and we're told repeatedly that the judiciary is independent from everybody, even though I have a case where a judge recused himself alleging that there was political interference, and that judge was then transferred to a different jurisdiction, and up until now there's no judges assigned to my cases. So these are worrisome things. I'm hoping that the fact that I'm pushing these things and people know that I'm not going to back down and I'm going to be relentless.
The opposition leader and his supporters say they are determined to seek accountability for what they believe are the alleged issues surrounding St. Lucia's Citizenship by Investment program and other ongoing disputes.